Hey guys, my name's Mary Crockett, and I'm going to read you a little bit from my book that I have coming out in November, How She Died, How I Lived. This will be available in bookstores, hopefully everywhere, very soon. So in the part that I'm reading, the speaker was approached by a boy named Kyle, and he had approached 4 other girls as well the same day. She almost responded to him to go hang out, but she didn't because her boyfriend, Sander Rushford, contacts her by text, and she instead goes to be with him. She finds out later, though, that the one girl who did respond to Kyle was murdered by him in a just horrendous, brutal way. So this is from that part of the book. I guess I have Simon Alexander Sander Rushford III to thank. He is, in the final analysis, a 2-timing jerk, but he saved my life. A year ago at Stonehenge Pool, I never finished answering Kyle's text. Instead, I zipped home to shave my armpits and lather my hair with green tea shampoo. It was Jamie, not me, who answered one of Kyle's texts to a few random girls that afternoon. Jamie, who drove her new Ford Escape to Mosier Field on the other side of town. While she was turning onto the park's gravel drive, I was slipping a royal blue sundress over my head, my towel-dried hair dampening the neckline as it slid past. While she was sitting next to Kyle on the vinyl tablecloth he pulled from the trunk of his car, I was bounding downstairs, car keys jiggling in my hand. While she was listening to Kyle complain about how his grandma was always riding his ass, I was on the futon in Sander's basement. Sander's tongue down my throat, his unwashed woodsy smell pressed against me. When her pink paisley tank top and jean shorts were stripped from her body, when he beat, when he pried open her mouth and put himself in first, then his fist, then a crowbar, when he choked and kicked her, wrapped her in the tablecloth, stomped her head. I was alive in the dank basement air, Sander's sweat and pine against my skin. I was kissing, nipping, thinking about the part in an old time travel movie where a guy messes with the past and the family photograph he carries in his wallet starts to turn transparent. That's how I felt with Sander's mouth on me. A few more kisses and I'd be completely gone. I was alive and no one was kicking me. No one squeezed my neck until my throat was raw and breathless, and the vomit that surged from my stomach seeped back down my esophagus because it had nowhere else to go. I was alive and running my hands across Sander's shoulders, down his muscled chest. I was alive, breathing hot air on his neck. Alive and breathing. And after, while Jamie's mom called first her phone, then her friends, then the police, I lay there under the weight of Sander's outstretched arm, an open pizza box on the floor beside us as he snored pepperoni breath, and I stared at the shifty-eyed clock on the wall. It was a cat with a long black tail that swung back and forth, a pendulum counting down the empty seconds of my life. So thanks, Sander Rushford. As it turns out, making me think you loved me while 2-timing me with Gemma Cook was not the worst thing you could have done. So, I'm not the best reader, but I love this book. It means a lot to me. I wrote it from my heart, and I wrote it for all those girls who have been murdered, who have been lost, who have been raped, all the girls who are no more. It breaks my heart when I think about the violence that is directed towards young women in our society. And I hope this book maybe starts some conversations about that. And I hope you check it out.